everyone. Welcome to... Hi, Deb. Welcome to my 5 days of free training. I'm really excited and I'm so thrilled with the number of people that have jumped into this group. And quite a few of you are new to me and my work, so I'll just start by doing a quick introduction about who I am, what I do, what my mission is. So my name is Nicolette Jane and I'm an intuitive life coach, healer, artist, poet, all rolled into one. So this year I produced a set of oracle cards, which is these. These are all of my own artwork and poetry. And I really produced these cards because I started a few years ago. I started doing a lot of courses on different healing modalities. Reiki is one of them, which is I'm going to be sharing some of that knowledge with you this morning. And during that process of energy work, I started using oracle cards, and they're basically, if you aren't familiar with them, they're channeled by the person who creates them, and what they're used for is guidance in daily life. So what I do with my cards, and what I did with those cards that I owned beforehand, is I'll draw one at the beginning of the day, like probably before or after my meditation, and that would give me some kind of either different perspective on something in my life or something that I needed to draw attention to. So that's a little side story about my cards, and they're bringing much joy to many people now, which is awesome. And now my artwork and my poetry isn't sitting in a drawer. So that brings me a lot of joy. So today I wanted to focus on this Reiki self-healing technique, and I'm going to do a short meditation to start, because what we want to do is when we're trying to lead a more balanced life or make decisions from a solid emotional state, the goal is to raise our energy state overall. So what my tools do is, when you use them repeatedly, your whole being shifts up a level. And because I've done so much of this type of work and tested it on myself, I can definitely say that when something bad happens, or when I'm going through an emotional upheaval, I shift things very quickly now, because I have the processes, and my body is used to dealing things from a much higher energetic state, if that makes sense. So when we're in a pattern of the lower vibrational feelings, we kind of get addicted is the wrong word, but we get into the same cycle of responding the same way and feeling the things like anger and disconnect and disempowerment. But when we start practicing being in those higher, and those of you who have done Tony Robbins, I've done a lot of Tony Robbins stuff, will know that when you bring yourself up to a higher energy state consistently, and those higher vibrational feelings consistently, your whole being and your whole state changes. So this Reiki self-healing technique is part of my journey and what I do. And so I'm going to show you what the technique is, and then I'm going to sort of elaborate on how I use it in daily life. So first we're going to do a short meditation. So if you're driving in the car, don't close your eyes. But I just want you to become aware of the light above you, and whether this is to you, whether this is God or this is your higher self, or it doesn't have a name. It doesn't have to have a name. It's just there. It's the light that's outside our physical body. And if you sort of take your awareness up. Tilt your forehead back a little. You become more. You can see it quicker. You can feel it quicker. So do that. And once you've got that connection with your light, I want you to make it as bright as you can. So it's bright and it's clear. Then I want you to bring that bright, clear light down through the top of your head, and it's going to flood your body like a waterfall of light. So it's just going to go down the front of your face, down past your ears, down your throat, down your heart center, and down your back, down your spine, down your legs and into the earth. Take it all the way down into the center of the earth. And connect with that beautiful, safe, grounded energy that's right at the core of the earth. So once you're there, you can bring that energy back up into your body. Just put your right hand on the back of your neck and your left hand on your heart. So when you are bringing that energy up, it's as if it's bouncing between the back of your neck just above your spine and your heart center, and the light's bouncing backwards and forwards. It's getting bright and playful and expanded, and eventually it can't stay in there anymore, so it's going to expand out. You can even put both hands on your heart and then put your arms out, expand out your energy. Send it out to those that you love and those that you haven't met yet, those souls that are yet to come in contact with your beautiful soul. So expand your energy out. And now that we're in this state, we're going to start the self-healing. So we start at the crown of our head, or at the top of our head. Just put your hands there. And some people put their hands above the area, but I prefer to touch the area, but it's up to you, whatever works for you. Just know that now that you're in this connected state, you're connected with your higher self, that energy flows through your whole body, and it flows through your arms and out of your hands, and where focus goes, energy flows, right? So we're focusing on the top of our head and just imagining that light is pouring into that area. And I'm drawing in a lot of energy for you now as well. So if you haven't done this type of work before and you feel like a tingling or some kind of pressure, that's completely normal. And if you don't feel anything, that's fine too. Just know that it is working. So once you've been there for a couple of minutes, move your hands to your forehead. Actually, just take a big breath here and open your lungs. Big breath in. breathe everything out. Okay, now we're going to come to our throat. So I like to sort of take my hand like a cup and put my other hand on the back of my neck so that light and that energy is coming from both sides. I've done a lot of work in this area on myself because not that long ago I didn't have the confidence to read my poetry out loud or to do live videos every day, or but doing this energy work and really focusing my intention on opening up this area. And then there's another step to that which I'll show you afterwards. But okay, now that we've been here for a few minutes, we can move down to our heart space. Both hands on or in front of your heart. Hi, Adam. Actually, I'm glad you jumped on because you've won a deck of Oracle cards because you were the 40th person to log on to the training. So I will message you later for your address. Okay, so now that we've been at our heart space for a couple of minutes, the seagulls are feeling the energy. This area is a really powerful energy area. Okay, we can expand out from our heart space. I do that during all of my meditations pretty much. And when we have other places that are disconnected, we can draw the energy from here. But for now, I'm just going to keep going through the different areas to do this Reiki self-healing. So move from the heart space to just below the chest, sort of ribs, I guess. And again, you can. I like to feel what I'm doing, and so I like the touch. But you can just hold your hands in front of the area if that's more comfortable. When I'm working on clients one-on-one in person, obviously I don't touch the inappropriate areas, but. Now we're going to move down to the belly. Now this area is can be all about those feelings of disempowerment. So when you bring the light to this area, I just want you to shine the light on any stories of feeling disempowered. As if they were a dark shadow and you're shining the light into that shadowy part, and then it doesn't exist because the light's too bright. Oh, that feels good. Okay, so just another minute here, because I feel this is a very important area to bring awareness to. And then we move from there to what's called our root, or the base of the spine. So I like to put my hands at the base of my spine for this one. Shine the light in there, and you can take it back down into the center of the earth as well, because it's really good to ground yourself from this place. Take the light down into that safe, grounded space down there, center of Mother Earth, or the middle of the world, however you want to think of it. And oh, here comes my coffee. Thanks, babe. And once you've done that, I want you to have a think about when you went through that process. Where was an area that you felt was disconnected, or you felt a heaviness or a weight? And if you can't, if you don't recognize those things yet, that's fine. I'll go through a couple that I use a lot. So quite often I will draw on my heart energy to connect with other areas of me and bring energy to that area. In your tummy, Kelly. Perfect. All right, well, I'll do that first. So if you place your right hand on your heart, bring the light to that area, and then put your hand on your tummy and bring light to that area. And it's like you've formed a circle between the two. You formed a connection between the two. So most of us have a lot of giving and a lot of energy that we use from our heart space, and sometimes we need to bring that to other areas for healing and awareness. So often if I wake up in the middle of the night and I want to connect with myself, or I want to feel loved and whole and secure, I will put one hand on my heart and one hand on my tummy like this, and I will just lie there in bed like that, and I'll go back to sleep like that. That's a really, really powerful one. And if you're feeling that in your tummy, Kelly, I would definitely recommend that you do this. And you can bring other things into it. So you can bring the light in. You can bring breath work into it. So breathing into your heart. Doing a big sigh out. So as if you're breathing good energy in through your heart space, which is really quite easy to connect to. And then you're breathing out any of the crappy energy that's sitting in your tummy. And so the other one that I wanted to share was that I've used a lot as well is heart and throat, because and I work with a lot of clients on this as well. When you feel that you can't speak your truth, or you feel not confident enough to do live videos, or to speak to potential clients or potential employers or whoever it is, and your throat closes up, that's not helpful for you living your purpose. So we can draw on the energy of our heart space, connect it with our throat, and use that to open. And if you do this repetitively and you bring awareness to that area and you bring that energy up consistently, then your energy shifts in that area physically. Gabby, hello, how are you? Hi, Raylene. So that's a really good one to do as well. Do the self-healing positions every day. Like when you're lying in bed in the morning and you wake up, that's the first thing. When I did my Reiki course, that's the first thing that I did, is every morning do those areas, and then you intuitively know where else needs either to connect or to have more healing. Those are the steps that I wanted to go through today. I hope that helps some people in their journey of connecting with themselves, and I'm just so thrilled to bring it to you from here. I'm in Brunswick Heads in New South Wales, and we've been here for 2 nights, and I kind of wish we were here for 2 weeks, but that's okay. I've got kids to get back to in Brisbane, so I head back there. and I really look forward to tomorrow's session. And please give me any feedback in the comments on this video. Let me know how you went with that self-healing. Let me know if you have any questions. You can message me privately as well if it's not a public thing that you want to share. So thanks so much for joining, everyone, and I look forward to tomorrow. I'll let you know a time once I get in the car and work out what my schedule is tomorrow. I'll let you know the time that I'll go live. So but either way, you can catch the replay. So thanks so much, everyone. Mwah. Talk to you soon. Bye.